Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Esther's Song. This is your girl, Michelle, and I want to send you all another love letter of encouragement, inspiration, and hope during a time where the world is in disarray, but we keep on keeping on. And I just want to send some love, light, blessings, and encouragement to you today to remind you that you are a wonderful, beautiful human being, no matter where you are in your life, no matter how hard things are. You know, the struggles that we go through in life are to teach us, and they're not easy. And, I've had pretty couple of difficult days the past few days. And the details aren't necessarily really important, but I will say this. I will say that I am growing, and I can tell that I'm growing because, you know, sometimes it's really easy to get complacent. A lot of times, that can be our default, but things around you will happen, especially after praying. Things around you will happen that will make you so uncomfortable. The Lord says it's time to move. And so while I'm grateful for the nudge, it's not always comfortable, right? But we can't necessarily grow in comfort or complacency. And so that's one thing that, I pray that I'm never complacent, that I'm always learning and growing and changing and improving, right? And so I want to encourage all of you to, do an honest assessment of your life, because the great thing about being a human being is that we do have the opportunity to grow and improve, right? If we're really, truly honest with ourselves, we know at times in our lives that we can do better, that we can be better, and not necessarily, be a better person, because your worth and value is inherent to who you are as a human being. But I mean, like, character development, right? So we can grow spiritually by praying and, communing with God and reading the word. We can grow better, physically. We can work on our physical health. We can take baby steps. And baby steps are really the key. I think a lot of times, myself included, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed. I think a lot of times what happens is, we look at baby steps and they're not as valued as the huge milestones in our lives. But the baby steps are how we get there. And so I just want to encourage each of you that, you know, the smallest step um, will help you reach the goals in your life that you set for yourself. And you can absolutely do it, you know. And I don't care, who is trying to discourage you, or, imposter syndrome comes in. And for those of you who might not be familiar, imposter syndrome is an academic term that basically has you doubting yourself and your own abilities, because our learning is not innate. Our intelligence, I should say, is not innate. And when I say innate, I mean you're not necessarily born with just a specific level of intelligence and then it's static and it stops there. You can teach yourself to do anything. You guys are so powerful beyond your wildest imaginations. Literally, we can teach ourselves. Our brains are so powerful. And the great thing is we live in um in an age of the information superhighway. So you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can go to, the library. If you have access to a public library, hopefully you do. And you can literally take out books, get self-help YouTube channels. You guys, we can do it. Like, we can become the best version of ourselves if we put the time and the effort and the work and the baby steps in, right? So my goal this year, my New Year's resolution is to really focus on becoming more spiritually mature, but also to just improve every day 1% more than I did the day before. So I really want to push myself, and I really want to be intentional and to give the effort, and to do the work, right? To put in the reps, because that's where it gets difficult. If you're working out, you know, doing the repetitions of the muscle exercises are where you're going to strengthen your body, and your muscles, have to necessarily, they have to fatigue. You have to get to a place where your muscles feel, it's called muscle fatigue, actually, is the terminology, in order to really maximize your effort. And so, and that's not to say that you should strain your body or put on, more weight. That's not what I'm saying at all. If you guys want to Google the term, though, muscle fatigue is basically maximizing your workout. And everyone, you should know your physical limits. If you feel any kind of pain, you want to stop. But they say like 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions of an exercise it's really good. That's the standard. And so sometimes that can be tedious. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it can be monotonous. You kind of get bored doing the same things. But that's when you switch it up. That's when you find a different workout that you really like. Like, I used to be a Zumba instructor. I really love like boxing and kickboxing and, dancing and swimming and hiking. And, there's all different types of ways to, shake up your workout. And it's difficult to do now because it's snowing. But, you know, trying to at least get in some type of repetition to strengthen your muscles is so important, because if you don't, then they will atrophy, which means that basically your muscle mass will decrease. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. And so that's kind of the learning curve with everything in our lives, right? So, if I find myself not reading my Bible, or praying as often as I used to, or consistently, I'll start to like forget Bible verses, or I'll, feel really distant from, the Lord. Same with physical relationships, right? You have to work on them, keep in contact with your spouse, your friends, your family. And that's not always easy, guys, but I'm a strong believer that if you put the work in, you put the reps in, you put the baby steps necessary, right? That 1% improvement, we can do anything. We can conquer any goal, and you have the ability to do so. You really do. You know, I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. And I just want to send just love, light, and blessings and encouragement across the interwebs. I really want to just speak life into whatever your goal is. If it's to start your own business, or if it's to, finish school and graduate, if it's to start a family, whatever it is, right? I really want to encourage you to focus on that small increment of improving, and working toward that goal bit by bit by bit by bit. And you take the small steps that are necessary, and you will get there. You will absolutely hit that goal. Like, there's no way that if you put in the work, you put in the repetitions, that you won't reap a reward. I'm a strong believer in the law of sowing and reaping. Other people call it karma. But if you put certain things out, because we're spiritual beings, you'll receive certain things back to you. And I really, truly, honestly believe that, if you put the dedication and time and sacrifice and effort into your craft, working out your body, studying for school, whatever it is, whatever that goal is, you will reap the benefits and the rewards. And so I just want to encourage you guys to stay consistent. I definitely want to encourage you to, continue to work towards your goal, because you're worth it. And at the end of the day, that's something that I feel like we all struggle with at times in our lives, that those feelings of maybe internalized whatever negativity that may come at us in the world. It's hard not to internalize them, right? But I just ask that you guys continue to, come back to my channel for affirmation, continue to read your word. Some people like to post affirmations on like sticky notes and put them on mirrors to remind themselves, right? So whatever positivity that you can put into your life, the better. And I really do want to see all of us succeed and reach our goals in life. So I know we can do it, guys. You guys can do it. You're amazing. You are awesome. You were put here on this earth for a purpose. And I feel like me starting this YouTube channel and being an encourager is part of my purpose. And I'm really grateful that you guys are here with me. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm rooting for you. You can do this. You really can. And we're going to reach our goals together. I really want to hear in the comments, let me know what goals you guys are working toward. And yeah, this is another love letter of encouragement. So until next time, I will talk with you later. Take care, guys. Bye.